Episode 40. Yazdgerd held a meeting with his court men and emphasized on justice in their work. He was a fair king. During his reign everything went on well. Yazdgerd passed away after 18 years of kingship. He had 2 sons, Piruz and Hormuz. He made his younger son, Hormuz, his successor. Piruz was annoyed by his father's decision. After the coronation of Hormuz, Piruz left Iran and went to a neighbor country. He prepared a big army and attacked Iran to get the reign from his younger brother. In the war between the 2 brothers, Piruz defeated Hormuz and declared himself the new king. He decided not to kill Hormuz, and Hormuz did not resist too. During Piruz's reign, Iran faced famine. A lot of people died of famine. Piruz ordered all the wealthy owners to help poor people. He told his men not to take tax from ordinary citizens. He could manage the famine crisis well. The famine took 7 years. In the April of the 7th year, there was rain and famine was over. People held a feast for Thanksgiving. Piruz also founded 2 cities. One was called Piruzrum, which is now called Shahrire, and Badam Piruz, which is now called Ardabil. Piruz had a powerful army. Once he decided to attack his neighbor country, which was ruled by the Turk king. When the Turk king heard of this decision, he was annoyed. The Turk king sent a message to Piruz and reminded him that the borders between the 2 countries were set at the time of King Bahram and the 2 countries agreed on it. But Piruz paid no attention to the letter and the contract. The Turk king decided to fight with Iran's army in his own way. He had a good strategy. He told his soldiers to dig big holes in the Turk camp's area and put sharp swords in them. When Iranian soldiers wanted to start the fight, Turks pretended they wanted to retreat. After Turks' retreat, Iranian army followed the Turks' army without knowing about those holes. Most of Iranian soldiers fell on the holes and died, and Piruz and his brother Hormuz were among the victims too. Piruz had a son called Belash. Belash was not a mighty king. But he had a mighty minister called Safari. Some years later, Safari had a good strategy to attack the Turks and get the revenge of King Piruz. He was successful in getting back Iran's regions from the Turks. This made the people and court men happy. Safari was very popular among the people and he was very smart and mighty. Some time later, Belash resigned because of a lot of criticizes from the palace, and Gobad, the brother of Belash, was the next king. But in the time of Gobad, Safari had a full control over the country too. Gobad felt jealous of Safari's popularity, so he made a plot and killed Safari. This caused riots in the country, and finally Gobad escaped to a neighbor country and the reign was given to Zarmir, Safari's son. Gobad prepared a big army and some time later he could get the power back. After 40 years of reign, Gobad passed away. He had a son called Kasra Anushirvan. Anushirvan swore as the next king. He was a mighty and smart man. He paid a lot of attention to lower class of society. In his time, the country was in a stable economical and social condition. Anushirvan had a powerful army. He made a lot of constructions in the country, and he was praised by the people. The Emperor of Rome once decided to attack Iran without knowing about the high power of Iran army. After the war started, the Roman Emperor found that his army cannot win. So he sent a letter to Anushirvan and asked for a peace agreement. Anushirvan accepted the peace with some conditions. Rome had to pay tax to Iran. The emperor accepted and the peace was signed between the 2 countries. Anushirvan had a Christian wife. She gave birth to a baby boy who was named Nushzad. When Nushzad grew up, he was not interested in Zoroastrian religion and wanted to be a Christian. This was not acceptable for the king and the palace. Nushzad was under house arrest. Some time later, King Anushirvan was ill and he could not participate in formal meetings, and there were rumors that he was dead. Nushzad heard the rumor and believed it to be true. He sent a letter to the Emperor of Rome and asked him to attack Iran and get the control of the country. The news reached to Anushirvan and he sent his commanders with a powerful army to block the way for Romans. Romans retreated and Nushzad was arrested. Nushzad passed away sometime later. Anushirvan had a wise minister called Bozorgmehr. The king had a good relation with his minister. One day a caravan from India arrived Iran. They had a lot of gifts for King Anushirvan. Among the gifts, there was a board game. The game was called chess. Iranians were interested in learning it. It was fun and also strategic. The chess game was very popular among the people. They were interested in the rules of the game. Some years later, Bozorgmehr could invent a game called Backgammon. Backgammon was a two-player board game played with counters and dice on tables boards. Iranians sent this game for Indians. This time Indians were interested in the game. Anushirvan had a physician called Borzu. He sent Borzu to India to learn about herbal medicine in India. Borzu got familiar with the Book of Kalila and Demna. The book consists of chapters containing many fables whose heroes are animals. Borzu translated the book to Pahlavi language and brought it for Iranians. Anushirvan, who was a popular king in his time and known by the epithets Dadgar, dispenser of justice, passed away because of illness. Among his children, Hormuzd was selected as his father's successor. End of episode 40. Thank you for watching.